Hello everyone. Today we are back with fuel injection system for diesel engines. Okay, four-stroke diesel engines. So here we'll start identifying few parts. You can see this red one. This is the fuel filter. So generally there will be two fuel filters. One is coarse filter. One will be fine filter. So first of all, the first filter will clear out the bigger particles and fine particles will be removed by that fine filter. Okay. After filter, this line will go to this pump, this smaller pump. Okay, the main function of this pump is to prime the your main fuel pump. Okay, so how the priming is done? This generally there is this type of pump, reciprocating pump, that you need to operate with your hand. So you will do like this. Okay, so this will clear out air in this whole passage. So it will manually this is you have to do when your all line is empty, but if it is filled you don't need to operate it manually. Okay, whenever your car is running out of fuel, what you have to do is you have to open the hood, find out the fuel pump, and on the fuel pump there will be this kind of pump. Okay, and then you refill the fuel and then prime your line. Okay, like this, and then you just close it. Whenever the priming is done, what will happen? This pump will feel very hard to move. Okay, so once this is done, okay, then there is another plunger which will be moved when the engine is moving. So continuously when the engine is running, continuously this module will keep on pushing this fuel at low pressure to the main fuel pump. Okay, and this is your main inlet. Yeah, this is your main inlet to the pump. Okay, so this is your main inlet, and here, see, to remove the air, this kind of leak screw will be there. So through this leak screw, what will happen? You will make sure that fuel is reached up to this point. There is no void, or there is no air trapped in the fuel pump, so that it will not misfire at any point of time. Okay, so before starting the engine, you need to make sure. In let's say cars, we don't need to see this often, because there is always fuel inside our tank, right, in the car tank. So after the fuel reaching to this point, what will happen? This gear will be connected to camshaft. So as camshaft rotates once when you the crankshaft rotate twice. Okay, because in four stroke there will be two revolutions per power stroke. So you need fuel to be injected in every power stroke, right? So this is the four-cylinder engine. You can just make out by just counting these numbers of pipes. Okay, there are four outlets and four injectors attached. So these four injectors will go to individual cylinder. Okay, so as this engine rotates, the timing is set in such a way that each cylinder will get fuel injected at desired crank angle position. Okay, so this is how it will operate. And you can see there are moving parts, and there will be very small clearance between plunger and let's say that cylinder where this pumping action is taking place. So you need a good lubrication. So for lubrication, see here, this passage, this is filled with oil. Okay, and also this passage, this will be filled with oil. So here you can see there is a bolt. Okay, and I don't know how many of you know this type of bolt. This is called as banjo bolt. Okay, and the function of this bolt is not to fit anything. The function is to connect a pipe to a body. So when the pipe is connected, through this hole the fuel or that liquid will go inside, and through this hole it will enter into that particular body. So all the fuel pipes and oil pipes, those are connected with this kind of bolts. Those are called banjo bolts. Okay, and there will be two washers to leak proof the system. Okay, so this is the banjo bolt through which the engine oil will come here. Okay, and it will be maintained at certain level. In few fuel injection pumps, what happens, there is a separate tank which is not connected to main oil tank, but you need to make sure that there should be oil inside this fuel pump. Okay, So this is how it will operate. Okay, now how to control the speed. Okay, so there will be a rack which will open and close, or let's say increase and decrease the opening of fuel. Okay, so that way amount of fuel going from these pipes will change. Okay, and that rack will be operated, uh, just a second, let me see if it is visible. Yeah, see this one, through this speed will be operated. And in cars there will be a accelerator cable connected to that throttle. Okay, and there will be another lever which will just directly turn off the fuel supply. Okay, in this particular cut section, that lever is not shown, but there will be a lever. One will be accelerator lever that will gradually if you pull it, it will increase the flow rate. And another lever, there will be just on and off position. When you need engine to be turned off, you need to pull that lever. And in cars, when you turn off your ignition switch, what will happen, there will be a solenoid actuator that will pull that turn off lever. Okay, and then your engine will be turned off. In petrol case, what happens, in petrol case, when you turn off the ignition system, the engine will turn off. And in diesel, there is no ignition system because ignition is done using compression. So here, if you want to stop the engine, you need to stop the fuel supply. Okay, and fuel, for stopping the fuel supply, there will be a separate lever. In cars, it will be operated by solenoid switch. Okay, or let's say solenoid actuator. Okay, that's it with this fuel injection system. Okay, thank you.